following videos via buenosaires.ar and alapetra_ on Instagram. In it, stunning drone footage from Buenos Aires after Lionel Messi and Argentina dethroned France to win their first World Cup since 1986. Manager Luis Scaloni said he has never seen an impact a captain can have like Lionel Messi. Ups and downs have been the story of this country, with star power but disappointment. A 2021 Copa America win followed a semifinal loss in 2019. As champions of the globe, Argentina were doubted after their opener against Saudi Arabia. Then they steamrolled through France, Croatia, the Dutch, Australia, Poland, and Mexico. For the players, they followed Messi and manager Scaloni's lead. 5 changes were made after the Saudi defeat. Injuries hampered them, but Rodriguez, McAllister, Enzo Fernandez, and Alvarez starred. They are young with limited caps, however, they thrived. Messi, at 35, said this final would be his last. In the heart of Argentines everywhere, he never will be. He entered a great, he leaves a god. 7 goals in all at the tournament, crowned the Golden Ball as the best player on the face of the earth. It is a chase and catch of enormous magnitude, doing what Johan Cruyff could not do, what his fierce rival Cristiano Ronaldo may never do. The ultimate team sport where one does not jump from club to club, but builds with their fellow countrymen to take on the best the world has to offer. Prior to its conclusion, those watching in their iconic two-tone kits pondered if they may ever see Diego Maradona, rest his soul, have company with this generation of stars. The limelight, the fame, the Ballon d'Ors, unmatched. But the coveted trophy was still out of their grasps. 2014 runner-ups was the closest they had been, outlasted by the like of Neuer, Cruz, Götze, and Muller. Finally, after shattering countless records, including the most goals scored for his country, caps, the questions of what if remained. The naysayers proclaiming, well, he fell short at the World Cup. All of it, silence. Ghosts of years past, whose dreams no longer haunt arguably the greatest we have ever seen. How could we forget 2011? After a 0-0 draw against Colombia, fans stated unequivocally, Messi's a failure. Since he arrived, we haven't won a thing. He should never be compared to Maradona, they bellowed. Because you see, it is indeed complicated. Messi suffered from a growth hormone deficiency when he was growing up in Rosario, the Argentinian state of Santa Fe. He added, "At first my parents gave me the injections from when I was 8 years old until I learnt. It was a small needle." His parents had to pay a reported £1,069 for the hormones until his former club, Newell's Old Boys, offered to pay for some of the treatment. Messi moved with his family to Barcelona in 2001 at the age of 13 after being signed on the back of a napkin, and the Spanish club paid for all his medical needs until he finished the hormone treatment at 14. He has not left Europe since then. A champion at the club level, Messi racked up award after award, but the trophy case still felt empty. For Messi, one of the issues he has faced in Argentina is that he is not the first Argentine to be declared the best soccer player in the world, and the first one has been seen as far more Argentine. In 2011, if I had to pinpoint a specific moment in which that feeling was probably most prevalent, it was the 2011 Copa America, which was held in Argentina, said Argentine journalist Santi Bauza. There were a lot of hopes for that team, and specifically Messi, who had just come off winning the Champions League in emphatic fashion for Barcelona, and in the quarters, they were playing in his province in Santa Fe. Argentina faced Uruguay. They drew, and then they lost on penalties. But in the preview of that game, when the stadium announced Messi's name, the reaction was very lukewarm. But when the stadium announced Carlos Tevez's name, who was back then a lot more popular than Messi, the stadium absolutely rocked. But by the end of that final whistle, by the time Argentina lost, Messi was booed outside the stadium, in his own province, by his own people, by Argentine fans. It was a shocking sight, especially now when you put it in perspective. Messi's national team lost in the World Cup finals in 2014, and then in the Copa America finals in 15 and 16. After that, Messi announced he was done playing for Argentina. "I've done all I can," he said. "There will be no going back." That was post-Chile, losing on penalties, devastated with the result. The memes came out, poking fun at the world's best. Fans started marches. They conducted demonstrations, pleading with their captain to return to the international team. I think it's best for everyone, for me and for many people who want it. The national team is over for me. It's a done decision. I've tried many times to win a title with Argentina, but did not, he told Argentine sports network TYC. It's very difficult, but the decision has been made. I won't try it any longer, and on this, there will be no going back. It would only be a few months later that Messi would announce his return. Many things went through my head the day of the last final, and I seriously thought of leaving, but I love this country and this shirt too much, Messi said. At this point, he owes nothing to no one, Bauza adds. He even broke that 28-year drought with Argentina when they won the Copa America, which already has cemented him at a very important place in the country's history by being crucial towards winning, finally, an international title with the national team. For many, including ex-international players, the comparisons to Diego Maradona were unavoidable. Maradona was brash and intense, in your face against the competition, and supremely confident throughout. His tone struck a chord with many Argentines who basked in his reflected glory. Messi, for some time, did not. Of course, it did not help his cause when the late Maradona said in 2018, "We shouldn't deify Messi any longer. He's Messi when he plays for Barcelona. Messi is Messi when he wears that shirt, and he's another Messi with Argentina. He's a great player, but he's not a leader. It's useless trying to make a leader out of a man who goes to the toilet 20 times before a game," in reference to Messi being so nervous sometimes he would throw up. All of it whisked away from his brilliance, scoring and then scoring again in the final, and lifting the trophy in front of the country's ardent supporters. His status, from the casuals to the hardcores, the Newell's old boys to PSG fans, there is finally no doubt, no room for the naysayers, no room for not Argentine enough. In closing, the legacy is simply complete.